Now what I have here is particles of a white plastic, which when given a good puff, good heavy puff of air, will, I think, rather conclusively show whether or not blowing is a method accomplished. Now, it will not, perhaps, in some way differentiate between genuine psychic power and actual blowing, but it certainly should be very interesting indeed to see what now occurs.
Well, do you maintain that if the page of the telephone directory turns, that we will see movement in the styrofoam as well?
I think that it's pretty logical. We've experimented with it, Bob, and that's what we have determined in the experiments.
Very well. Are you ready to proceed?
I am indeed.
Judges, you're ready? James?
Ready.
This time.
How many pages?
Just one page, once.
This time and once more.
Now, James, you had another question.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to ask?
Okay. The styrofoam and the lights form electricity which pulls the page. Look. It pulls the page down instead of freeing the pages.
All right. And what would you like to ask us to ask Randy to allow you to do or for me to do?
To either take something else, either lighter or something that is going to keep, that isn't going to form like static electricity.
You mean put something else, some other material around here?
Something that is not foam. Foam causes static electricity, and the light is what heats it up.
All right, Randy, is there anything else that you can put around the telephone directory?
I've heard the question, but the question is not valid because it's making an assumption which is not true. The foam does not in any way create static electricity, and Mr. Hydrick, in demonstrating that the pages were clinging together, didn't demonstrate it to my satisfaction. I think we could perhaps ask the judges for their opinion on that. I am not a scientist, so I'm not qualified to declare on it.
Judges?
Whatever static electricity exists in the styrofoam would not really affect the movement of the page or the clinging of the pages together, in my opinion.
I would add that if this is in fact psychic functioning, I don't really see why that would make a difference.
Very well. Randy, would you allow me to turn perhaps half a dozen pages and then put them back?
Oh, yes, you may do that, please.
James? I'll just lift up 1, 2.
Lift them in a bunch, if you would, Bob. Just take about a quarter of an inch of them.
All right, there, like that?
That's fine. Gently, place them down gently so it doesn't disturb the foam. I know, I thought you
the other way?
Yeah, the other way. That's what I thought you meant.
Would that
Sure.
be helpful to you?
The static is going to still be here because of the foam. So that's what I'm
it is
saying.
the opinion of the judges that there is not enough static formed by the foam to be a problem. So, under the conditions agreed upon, it would seem that now you should at least try with psychic power to turn the page of the telephone directory, James.
Okay.
It's not going to turn for you?
No, it isn't.
Well, have you reached the point then when at which we can declare the demonstration terminated?
This isn't a magician's trick. I can't just come up, bang, bang, and it's over. I have to be to where I can work with something small and then big, to build up my own self. So this it isn't a trick. It has to be done. This is just it's power. It's mental power.
The conditions agreed upon have been fulfilled. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we can't change the conditions now in midstream. So, in the opinion of our judges here, you have not seen a demonstration of psychic power, have you?
Yes, that's correct.
You have not. And, Randy, obviously, James has not won the $10,000 with this demonstration.
So it seems.
Now, you have heard what James's explanation is. Do you have any comment to make on that?
Bob, the comment very briefly is that I have gone through many hundreds of these tests with many hundreds of people who claim to have psychic powers. And quite frankly, it's more or less the same story every time. When a simple, direct, very uncomplicated protocol is used and the control is applied, the psychic forces don't seem to be present, if indeed they are ever present at all. I still look for some sort of evidence of psychic powers. To date, I have not found any. Up to this very moment, I am still totally unconvinced.
Judges, do you have any further comment to make? You agree that you have not seen a psychic demonstration?
Yes, I would agree that I have not seen a psychic demonstration. I would like to say that as a parapsychologist, I believe that there are other evidence under controlled conditions that do demonstrate, I would think, to a reasonable person that psychic phenomena do exist.
Yes.
But obviously not in this demonstration.
I want to thank you very much. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, James Hydrick. Before I say goodbye to you, Randy, I do indeed appreciate the fact that you joined us on That's My Line. Dr. Palmer, Dr. Drake, Dr. Markman, thank you so much. Thank you, Randy. We'll be back after these challenging messages.